What's going on, everybody? It's AquaLeaderJesse back again with another gaming news update video for you. And today, this comes to us from IGN. The Call of Duty movie is going to take place in the Modern Warfare universe. This has been confirmed by the director, apparently. Paramount Pictures and Activision have confirmed the upcoming Call of Duty movie will take place in its long-running Modern Warfare universe. The crew behind the upcoming video game to movie adaptation revealed the update as part of Call of Duty's Culture panel at Fanatics Fest in New York City today. Call of Duty movie director and co-writer Peter Berg made an appearance at the event to share the news. I believe Andy Navarrete was part of the culture panel at Fanatics Fest as well. From Obsession. Anyway, Berg and co-writer Taylor Sheridan's choice to set their Call of Duty movie in Modern Warfare universe may come as much of a surprise for some fans. Not really, but it might finally give us some clues about its yet to be detailed plot. I mean, I think we all knew it was likely going to be either Modern Warfare or Black Ops, because that's all they care about, especially in the modern age. Vanguard was the last non-franchised or non-subseries Call of Duty game, and that was like at least like 5 years ago, 4 years, something like that. Anyway, Call of Duty Modern Warfare was the first in Activision's first-person shooter series to introduce players to a, more modern take on the franchise when it launched in 2007. As it left behind the mid-1900s battlefields established by previous games, it also brought along new characters such as Soap, Ghost, Captain Price, and series villain Vladimir Makarov. This is also, of course, during the prime popularity of Call of Duty back during the 360 generation. On the gaming side of things, Modern Warfare has spent the last 2 decades attempting to reinvent itself across 6 mainline entries, even a few remasters. And we got the 7th one coming later this year. The first 3 games, which arrived throughout the late 2000s and early 2010s, primarily followed Task Force 141 as they embarked on globe-trotting missions while gaining and losing teammates along the way. Activision and developer Infinity Ward took a break from the somewhat more grounded settings of Modern Warfare through the mid-2010s before delivering a full-fledged reboot with Call of Duty Modern Warfare in 2019. It's expanded on this chapter with returning characters and new stories with its next entry, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, set to launch for PC, Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S on October 23rd, 2026. Paramount and Activision opted to kick off its Call of Duty film ambitions with Modern Warfare instead of something like the Black Ops series, which recently celebrated the release of PlayStation ports for Black Ops 1 and 2, is unclear. Berg also neglected to mention whether his adaptation will retread events players may remember from the games or carve out its own corner of the universe. If I had to guess, it's going to be a retread. I think they'll try to adapt Soap and everybody else from probably the first Modern Warfare or the reboot of it. I see Soap McTavish probably being like the main character, maybe. I don't know. But I'm not really that shocked because also Modern Warfare is again like modern, so they wouldn't have to worry about um fitting a certain time period or anything. It'd be much easier to make that way, I think. And yeah, Black Ops kind of goes some weird places. They'll probably do a Black Ops movie if the first movie does well, which it probably will. But it has a release date of June 30th, 2028. Its plot and cast remain a mystery for now. While we wait for these updates, you can see what Berg once said about people who play video games. What's that? Now that Peter Berg is confirmed as director of the upcoming Call of Duty movie, the internet has turned its attention to things he said in the past that might offer clues to his approach. One of the things the internet has unearthed is a 13-year-old interview which he said some not very nice things about people who play video games. Oh, wait, I think I have seen this, including those who play Call of Duty. As spotted by Reset Era user Neat, Berg gave an interview to Esquire magazine back in December 2013 in which he explained why America needed to toughen up. Because he didn't even say, like, before I continue this, didn't he even mention, like, people in the military that play video games? And insult them too. This interview was conducted at a time when Berg was expressing concern that we had gone soft as a culture. Esquire called him a Navy brat who took up boxing in his teens. He had just helmed 2012 flop Battleship, but then followed it up a year later with the positively received Lone Survivor, with the worst ad campaign. Adaptation of Navy SEAL Marcus Luttrell's memoir starring Mark Wahlberg. And also calling it Lone Survivor was a terrible move. It just spoils the movie. At one point in the interview, Berg was asked for his take on war video games. He said, pathetic, pathetic, keyboard courage, can't stand it. The only people that'll give a Call of Duty get out of jail free card too is the military. They're out there serving and they're bored and they want to refresh, entertain themselves. Okay, maybe. Kids, Berg was then asked if Navy SEALs play those games. He replied, some of them do, but I tell them I think it's pathetic. I think anyone that sits around playing video games for 4 hours, it's weak. Get out and do something. Yep, that's what I thought. These comments are 13 years old, so perhaps Berg's hardline view on video games has softened over the last decade. You'd imagine he didn't say this stuff when it came to pitching Call of Duty, the movie, or pitching for the Call of Duty movie gig. Let's put it that way. If he comes out largely with the same stance during the inevitable press tour for Call of Duty, perhaps he'll have an issue. And you better believe he will be asked about these comments. Absolutely, he definitely will. But I imagine he'll have a line on it. Perhaps he ended up trying Call of Duty himself and developed a newfound respect for the first-person shooter franchise. Given the Call of Duty movie comes out June 30th, 2028, Berg has plenty of time to get a story straight on war video games. Activision and Paramount, which are working on the film, have yet to say much of anything about what fans can expect, but we do have an official blurb below. Okay, put the yeah, so I honestly am expecting this movie to be pretty bad. I think it's gonna suck, to be honest with you. I think it's gonna be a terribly corny war movie that's not gonna hold up well. Um, I'd love to be wrong. I'd like for it to be good, but I just I have a bad feeling about it. I don't think it will be terrible. Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about it. I feel like it won't be good. I get the feeling he probably hasn't done like a ton of research on the games either to like make it like fan friendly, but Call of Duty has like the most like casual gamer fan base out of the non-sports games. So there's that. And not that they don't have hardcore fans, I don't mean to imply that, but like people talk about like ball and gun shooters or ball and gun gamers, right? People that play like Madden, FIFA, or what NBA 2K, whatever, and Call of Duty or Battlefield. Like, and that's pretty much all they play. Very casual. Tends to have a big casual audience, essentially. I think there'll be a lot of people that still turn up to it. I think it'll do well financially, probably. I think there'll be, because it does have a big fan base, but I don't know if it'll be received well. But I guess that remains to be seen. Do you think the Call of Duty movie will be good? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AquaLeaderJesse, where all my videos are recorded first, will always be uploaded here afterwards. Don't you worry. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.